Very good morning, students. So in the previous class, we were discussed about a combination of errors. In that combination of errors, we finished two topics. That is, one we can say addition and subtraction. So related to addition and subtraction, I'll give you one problem. Then it is very useful for your reference. So again same in this combination of errors only. Okay, addition and subtraction is over now. For that, now I am giving one problem. Suppose there is a given is L plus B, or you say otherwise L is equal to, the values are given like this: 2 plus 0.03, 2 plus 0.03, or you take as plus or minus, and B value is given 3 plus or minus 0.04 is given, right? Now is asking find, very simple, L plus B is asking, and find L minus B. Then what we have to take? So the addition, no? Then add, this is we know. So now I am giving first one, you take L plus B. Simple, you add these two, that is 2 plus or minus 0.03. This is the L value. Okay, otherwise you write like this, L, and B is equal to 3 plus or minus 0.04. This is a very simple, we are taking the addition. So add a 5 plus or minus, it is 0.07. This is it's no doubt, because it is an addition. So while we are taking the subtraction, little here you will get the problem. So L minus B, no, subtraction it is. Here L is there and B is there. See, this is the one measurement, this is the one value. For this value, there is an absolute error is 0.03. Because we know x plus delta x, or you remember this, x is the one physical quantity. In this physical quantity, this delta x is represented as the absolute error. So that here also same thing, L is equal to given 2 plus or minus 0.03. This is represented as the absolute. In B also there is a 3 is a physical quantity. In this absolute error is 0.04. Now we are taking the subtraction. No? L is equal to 2 plus or minus 0.03, and B is given as 3 plus or minus 0.04. While taking the subtraction, this value we can subtract directly. We can take these two values. This is a 3 minus 2. So we will get minus 1, because it is a physical quantity. So we can take either, if we are getting a minus, you take only minus. And here, but in this case, your absolute error is always positive, no? Then you add only this value. You don't take a subtraction. So that plus or minus directly 0.07. This is L minus B. So this is very, very important. While taking the subtraction, absolute errors always we should take an add, or we should take an only plus, because it is the absolute error is always gives the positive only. So this is one example. In the previous class we discussed about a addition and subtraction. No? For that it is an example problem, right? Okay, yeah. So we'll go for the next problem. That is the next one, next combination. That combination will be, already add and subtraction is completed. Then we'll go for a multiplication. Here you take multiplication will be, see, it is multiplication, right? This is the third one. So the multiplication also same thing. Suppose 4 into 3, what will get? 12. Say you subtract 4 into 3, multiply 4 into 3 will get the 12, no? Like that also same thing. Let you take a two physical quantities, that you say x and y. Multiply these two, x into y gives the z. We'll get the other physical quantity, usually it is, right? So x into y. Now here we have to get all same. maximum possible error as well as the percentage error also we have to find. See, for this purpose, we have the one method. Here, for this given multiplication of a two physical quantities, then you take here apply, right? There is a one method, apply both sides logarithm. You take both sides the logarithm, left side as well as the right side you take a logarithm, so that a log of xy is equal to log of z. Log of xy is equal to log of z. So this is the mathematical principle is there, that is a log AB, that we can write here log of x plus log of y is equal to, because log A plus log B, same, that is the method. So you write here log z is the like this. So this is the logarithmic method here is applied, right? Now here, now we have to take here differentiation. Actually there is a differentiation method is there, that we have to apply differentiation method. If you take a differentiation for this differentiation, okay, see this is also one maths relation, differentiation you take. See, for the log differentiation, you remember if any log is there, therefore for that differentiation will get delta x by x. You remember this, delta x by x, differentiation of log x is gives the delta x by x. Like here another one is there, it is only mathematics, mathematical application it is, so that plus delta y by y you take, because here also log z is there, and here log z is delta z by z. This is the maximum possible error. We can call it as maximum if any multiplications are there, like it is xy, right? We can take directly delta x by x plus delta y by y plus delta z by z, that's all. You don't cancel xx. Delta x is represented as the absolute error, okay, and x is the physical quantity. You don't cancel, it is different and it is different. Okay, this is the very important. You don't cancel yy, you don't cancel zz, because it is delta z is different and z is different. Okay, delta x is different, x is different. These two are different, and here also these two are different, and here also these two are different. So this is the we can call as the maximum possible error. Maximum possible error it is. And you go for a percentage error. So delta x by x plus delta y by y into 100 is equal to delta z by z into 100. This is we can call as a percentage error. So we can also multiply like this. See, delta x by x into 100 plus delta y by y into 100 is equal to delta z by z into 100. This is the maximum possible error in case of a multiplication. Okay, and we'll go for a third one, that is the division. See, this is the next one, division. Suppose you take a fourth, it is division. Suppose again say 4 by 2. See, we may get it is equal to 2. Like other, you say other we may get. Otherwise, you take division, other number, you go for a 6 by 3. 3 ones, 3 twos. Like division it is. Same thing, you take x and y are the two physical quantities. Right? So you divide x by y. See, we may get the z. Again, same in the previous we did no apply both side logarithm. Here also you apply a logarithm both side. Both sides take logarithm. Log you take. Therefore, log of x by y is equal to log zir. Again, log x by y we can take in mathematical a by b or m by n, that we can say log x minus log y. Here the maths relation x minus log y is equal to log z it is. Same look at here, plus is multiplication will get plus and division will get minus, that's all. Again you take a differentiation, same method, differentiation, or we can also call it as a partial differentiation. So log x differentiation will get delta x by x, log y, again we'll get delta y by y. Here also same, log x log y is there. We are taking the differentiation so that we may get delta x by x. Actually we should get a minus, right? But here we are getting the delta y by y, no? So delta y is there, no? Therefore it is always positive. Like it is same, delta x by x plus delta y by y, because here minus in absolute error always positive, no? That's what you take a delta y by y is equal to, you say delta z by z it is. So this is the maximum possible error. Maximum possible error. Same it is, maximum possible error. Now you go for a percentage error. So that percentage error is nothing but this maximum possible error is multiplied with 100. Delta y by y into 100 is equal to, you take like this, and here delta z by z into 100. So we multiply this, delta x by x into 100 plus delta y by y into 100 is equal to delta z by z into 100. So this is the percentage error, and this we can say maximum possible error. Okay, these are the multiplication and as well as the division. Multiplication and division. Now go through that, then I'll give you one problem based on this. Okay, is it completed? So this is the method related to multiplication and division. So there is one important question is there related to multiplication. That multiplication question, one problem, it is very important, and this was given in the March 2020. March 2020. So March 2020 it is given the question. I'll give you the question. Look at here. I am writing the question. That is the percentage error. Okay, the percentage error in mass. Question it is mass and speed. Mass and speed or 2% is given and 3% is given respectively. Okay, what is the maximum error in kinetic energy? Okay, kinetic energy. This question is very important because this was given March 2020. This number is very dangerous, 2020, right? Because it is 2020, no? We are facing lot of problems. So the percentage error in mass and speed are 2% and 3% and respectively. What are the maximum error in the kinetic energy? So here what is given in the question, that is very important. While doing the problem, the given data is very important. You note down the given data so that here we can take like this. First, mass, speed, percentages are given. That we can say delta m by m into 100 is equal to 2% is given for mass. That's what percentage mentioned, no? Mass percentage, that is delta m by m into 100 is given as 2%. Like speed, delta v by v into 100 is given as 3%. This is the given information. Sir, what is asking? The kinetic energy, that you say maximum error in the kinetic energy, delta k by k into 100 is asking. Okay, and here, so for this here we can take like this. Here kinetic energy formula of m v square it is half m v square it is. Actually here it is the half is the number, it is not required to take in the calculation. You leave half. Again it is k is equal to like a multiplication, look at z is equal to x into y. No, z is equal to x into y, like it is directly we can take delta k by k, not required, you don't apply any log because already we know. So that here you write a delta m by m plus 2 into delta v by v, we can take like this. Okay, 2 into delta v by v, because the power, whatever the power is there, no, you take like this. Now percentage is asking, no, you say delta k by k into 100 is equal to here delta m by m into 100 plus 2 into delta v by v into 100. Okay, so this is the method to do this problem, because multiplication is there, no. So for multiplication we can take like this. Look at here, delta k by k into 100 is asking, delta m by m into 100 is how much is given, 2%, plus 2 as it is you take because the power is there, no? Delta v by v into 100 is 3. So 2 plus 6, we may get 8%. Delta k by k into 100 becomes 8%. This is the method in multiplication. Actually this power also is there, but I will give you the in the next power how to do. Okay, this is the problem which is very important. Is it okay now? This is related to multiplication. And coming to the next problem and the next one, the division we'll see. Division is over, no? And here we'll go for the power. After power we'll take another problem, both like a multiplication, division and power at a time. I'll give you 1-2 problems, then we'll finish it. So you take a next one. See the division is over, no? You take a power. Power in the sense is suppose y is equal to x power n is there. Power n is there, no? Y is equal to x power n. So that here again here we have to apply both sides logarithm. You take both sides is a logarithm, then log of y is equal to log of x power n. We can take like this. In this case again here there is a one principle is there in logarithms, that is log x power n. No, here we can write like this, n into log x, whatever the power is there, the power you take in front of a log, whatever the power, either a minus or a plus. If it is in the negative sign or if it is in the positive sign, you take in front of a log. This is the method you remember, because it is also maths only. See, unfortunately physics is nothing but it is a mathematical application. So that here it is a log y, you take like this, whatever the power, everyone remember the power of a given quantity, the power you take in front of a log. This is the remember, it is very easy. Now again you take a differentiation, same differentiation, right? So that a log y differentiation we know delta y by y, and you take n into delta x by x. This is the maximum possible error. Okay, and coming to the percentage error, that is we can say multiply with 100, delta y by y into 100 is equal to, we say n into delta x by x into 100. That's all. Very simple. In case of a power, you remember, see delta y by y will, because every time we are taking logarithm, for that logarithm differentiation delta y by y. See, suppose if any power is there, the power whatever the number, suppose number 6 is there, you take 6 into delta x by x. Suppose here power is 2 is there, 2 into delta x by x. Suppose there is a power is 7 is there, 7 into delta x by x. That's all. This is the method. So that the percentage is nothing but a delta y by y into 100 is equal to n into delta x by x into 100. So this is the power in combination. So now we have the combinations. That is, first one addition is over, subtraction is over, and the next one is multiplication is over. Then next one is division is over, and last one power is over. Now we know all combinations. Now let us will take one example problem regarding all this applications, right? So I'll give you an example problem related to all combination of errors. Here one problem, that is the problem, again it is also important. So this was actually given in the previous question. Okay. Right. This is also question given in the previous IPE examination. So the question is IPE 2019 in May. This is the question given. That is a supplementary examination. This question is given. See, question will be given like this. In the measurement of physical quantity x is equal to given as a square capital B c power 1 by 3 d cube. This is the given one physical quantity measurement. The percentage errors introduced is the question. The percentage error introduced, okay, in the measurement of the quantities, right? Quantities A, comma B and C and D are given. See, for A percentage is given 2%, and B percentage is given again 2%, and here B percentage is over, C percentage is given 4, and D percentage is given D percentage is given is 5 respectively. Okay, then find percentage error in X is asking this. This is the given question. So first of all, you read question carefully, then after that we'll take the solution. So in the experiment or in the measurement of a physical quantity X is given, you write your given data. That is the very important. While doing the problem, X is given as a square B by C power 1 by 3 d cube. This is given. So is asking what? Percentage error in the X into 100 is asking. This is the question, right? In this given, A, B, C, D are the percentages are given. That also you note here. That is delta A by A, right? Here delta A by A into 100 is given as, look at, A percentage is how much is given? 2%. And you take delta B by B percentage also given. That is B percentage is given as 2% again. And you take delta C by C into 100 is given, C, that is given as 4%. Then last one, delta D by D into 100 is given 5%. This is the given information, right? And here let us again, same method again we have to apply the logarithm both side. Log of X is equal to log of, or otherwise directly also we can take. If you know, then we can take directly like this. Shall I give directly? See, delta X by X after applying the log, because already we did this method, no? Directly also we can take delta X is equal to, directly it is 2 into delta A by A plus delta B by B plus, here C power 1 by 3 is there, no? You take, actually it is in a denominator is there, you take a numerator, it is becomes 1 by 3 delta C by C plus 3 into delta D by D. This is the method. I'll show you how we can take, or it is. Again, now you apply, before you applying the log, you take this up, that is a square b into c power minus 1 by 3 d power minus 3. Now you take a logarithms, log x, log of, see actually it is a direct method we can take, but I am giving the complete solution for this, okay, like this. So now you take logarithms, log of x, multiply this, log a square plus log b minus, you write here otherwise, plus log c power minus 1 by 3 plus log d power minus 3. It is a long method, that's what I am giving this. So now you take a differentiation. So here log a power square is there. I told you in the previous, whatever the term is there, you take in front of a log. Here also minus 1 by 3 is there. So you write here log x 2 log a plus log b, because the power is only 1. Here it is minus 1 by 3 log c minus 3 log d it is. Now you apply a differentiation, right? Differentiation method it is same. Log x a differentiation, we can take delta x by x is equal to 2 into delta a by a, because differentiation method, no, delta x by x, delta a by a, plus again delta b by b, and here minus is there, but while taking the delta c, because it is a delta c, we will get, no, the delta c is nothing but absolute error. So instead of taking minus, you take a delta c by c, plus here also same 3 into delta d by d. Look at here it is same thing, no, look at this is the same, we can take directly like this. Here whatever the powers are there, in front you take, in front of this physical quantity you take delta a by a, 2 into delta a by a, look at, plus b, delta b by b, and here whatever the power 1 by 3 is there, no, you take 1 by 3, here you write here 1 by 3, right? So 1 by 3 delta c by c plus 3 delta d by d. See, instead of taking this complete derivation, we can also write directly like this. Whatever the power you take power in front of the delta a by a or delta b by b or delta c by c, delta d by d. See, you don't take a negatives. You don't take a negative, because absolute error is always positive. Is it okay now? This is the method. Okay. Now I am removing this, because directly we have, that's what I was given this. Now from this I am continuing. Shall I continue now? Look it. Here. So now he is asking delta x by x, no? Now you multiply with 100 it is. Here also you take multiply with 100, delta x by x into 100. So directly we can take delta x by x into 100 is equal to, this you multiply 2 into delta a by a into 100 plus delta b by b into 100 plus 1 by 3 delta c by c into 100 plus 3 into delta d by d into 100. Directly here delta a by a into 100 is given as 2%, that you substitute here, then we will get the answer. That is 2 into 2 plus delta b by b into 100 is again 2 plus 1 by 3 delta c by c is 4 plus 3 into 5, right? So 4 plus 2 plus, here actually 3 divided by 4 divided by 3. You take a 4 divided by 3 plus 3 5s are 15. So 4 plus 2 6 plus this 21 plus 4 by 3. You take an LCM, that is will get 3 6 plus 4 by 3. So delta x by x into 100 is equal to, that is 67 by 3. Yeah, 3 ones, I may be 3 2s are 6, 22.9 it is, 22.9%. This is the method and it is a very very important. This was given in the IP 2019 May, this question. So this is the method, you remember, this is the method to do the problem. right? So this is the problem related to combination of errors. So this is the today's class, and here I'll continue in the next class. Thank you very much. So you go through this problem and it is help you in the examination also. So this is the method. Thank you very much, students.